As for the current price tag of the $450 for the Nintendo Switch 2 itself, Trin mentioned a little bit about that as well, but then Doug Bowser also talked about that in a couple different articles. Also, obviously the cost of everything it goes up over time, and I personally would love if the cost of things didn't go up over time, is basically what Bill Trinan says. So, you know, he's echoing what everybody, you know, all of us would think as well, right? But I think, you know, anytime you're building a new system that's got new features, new tech, there's costs associated with that, right? That's understandable, I guess, right? So again, you know, what we look at is the experience of the Nintendo Switch. What's the experience of the Nintendo Switch 2? What are the new features it offers? Certainly, there's the cost of goods and things that factor into it, but we try to find the right appropriate price for a product based on that. You know, a lot of people will say like, oh, Nintendo's greedy. Nintendo's just kind of like overcharging, blah, blah. I really don't think that's it, man. Nintendo has not really been known for being a greedy company, right? They've been known for, I mean, you go back to the days where, you know, Iwata-san was kind of the lead and he was the president of Nintendo, and he took a pay cut just so that he wouldn't have to lay off any employees. This is just how Nintendo has been. It's just they, you know, I don't think that they're purposely trying to charge the most that they can get out of this, but there is a lot of tech in this that's very pricey. If you look at other consoles that offer like 4K capabilities, especially you get them into 60 FPS, even 120 FPS, HDR, you know, the variable refresh rate. There's a lot of technology in here that you know, to kind of create that technology could be pricey, you know, for the most part. And yeah, there's just a lot going on in here that I just don't know if we realize. Why is the Switch 2 so expensive? When he asked Doug Bowser basically rattled off a list of new console features, right? The bigger LCD screen, right? Which is it's worth mentioning. The more powerful internals, the Joy-Con controllers that have been enlarged and redesigned for durability. There's a lot going into this, right? The game chat social layer built into the console itself, right? Excuse me. We have a microphone built in now as well, which is, you know, it might be marginal, but it is an additional cost. We want to make sure that this is a device that is approachable, that consumers will see as part of their overall entertainment experiences, and will understand that it has longevity to it. And all of those factors really go into the consideration of the price. He goes on to say you want to consider the pricing relative to the Switch since we have that in distribution, but really the consideration is driven more of what is a part of this particular gaming experience, excuse me, versus what it is relative to the Switch 1. Bowser says that each game we believe is a unique experience, and so thus prices can vary accordingly, which again we've seen. There's a massive, like, wide spectrum of prices, right? Donkey Kong Bonanza is $10 cheaper than the Mario Kart World, and you got other games that are even cheaper, and I mean it really depends.